Hello Pisces, welcome to your April reading for your sign of Pisces. Let's start with the bells. And you had a double bell. Okay, coming into this reading, you have the overall energy of the Hierophant. This could represent a Taurus in your life. This could just be Taurus energy that is surrounding you. In any case, it talks about structure, it talks about conventional rules, it talks about traditions, religion, ceremonies. um, you could be starting some traditions of your own if you don't have any. It could also be an invitation to start exploring your spiritual or religious heritage. The Hierophant often stands for institutions and their values, and is a symbol of the need to conform to rules or a fixed situation. It can also show that you're dealing with a force that is not innovative, free-spirited, or individual, but is instead fixed on the way we have always done things around here, and there's nothing to be changed about that. Like the never change a winning team kind of attitude. Maybe that is what your safe zone looks like right now, which is why you're coming in with an overall energy of the Hierophant. Your environment is reflected by these three cards that I took from the lovely and brand new Game of Thrones tarot deck. They just came in yesterday, and I'm quite proud and quite excited to be able to show them to you right here today. Um, these are energies that are surrounding you. They could be a person in your environment, someone who is close to you. Could also just be energy that is spilling over, that's not yours, that is not originating from you, but that is spilling over into your life. Your cards are the Seven of Wands, Judgment reversed, and the Page of Swords. The Seven of Wands, similar to the Five of Wands, indicates a struggle after initial satisfaction and fulfillment. But this time, as opposed to the Five of Wands, the struggle is about maintaining a position at the top, while others in those Five of Wands compete and fight to achieve the same success and status as this person has already achieved. This can lead them to having to continually prove themselves with the Seven of Wands. Um, the Seven of Wands is about holding one's ground despite ongoing challenges to their position and authority. They need to take a stand and defend their position at all costs. They see themselves as a battler, and no matter what the challenge, they still have it in them to stand up and fight to the end. It could be, since this is your environment, that they are feeling challenged by you. And perhaps there's no need for these battles if you communicate clearly. I say this because they also come in with the judgment card reversed, which is right here. It suggests that they are filled with doubt and self-judgment. All of these arguments could just be created in their heads, and there would not be a real need for them to defend themselves in the way that they actually are doing. On the other hand, the judgment card asks them to take a moment out of their usual routine and busy lifestyle to just stop for a while and think about their life so far, and what they can learn from what they've gone through in recent past, or in how they are feeling with this feeling um, of defensiveness and always needing to stand up and fight for what they think is their highest value, or just esteem to be their highest values. Um, it's important to remember that um, they have control over how they react to these events and what they create and what they build out of those experiences. So they'll also need to remember that they too, they can choose their own destiny and respond in a way that serves their higher needs. And that doesn't necessarily have to be that defensive attitude. As a matter of fact, they have everything they need to make those decisions. With the Page of and swords are about communication, but they also, this Page of Swords also reflects abundance of energy, of passion, of enthusiasm. It's them wanting to start new projects and ventures and journeys, and they are really bubbly and boiling over with energy and excitement. The challenge in this Page of Swords is that they will have to be able to keep it up, and if they are choosing to battle all the time, they won't be able to do that, and they will have to choose their battles wisely. The Page of Swords is, like I said, about communication, about information. It's immature energy. It's brand new ideas. They're not plans yet. They're ideas, and they are in the process of turning into plans. You are responding to this, or you are just dealing with these information. These are your cards. This is what you bring to the table. I took them from the Healing Tarot, and what you got was the Death card, upright, the Seven of Wands upright, and you also get a Page of Wands. The Death card is Scorpio energy, so you could be dealing with another water sign. Could also be your water energy that is just being enhanced. But the Death card is one of the most feared cards and most misunderstood cards in the whole tarot deck. It's symbolic of an ending, but with endings also come important major beginnings. You have to choose. You have to close one door to be able to open another. It may be difficult to let go of the past at times, but if you do that, you will come to discover how important it is that you can bring renewal and transformation into your life, because death is all about transformation. If you resist these necessary endings, you may experience pain, both emotionally and materially or physically. But if you exercise your creative imagination, which you will most probably do with this Aries energy right here, and the dress of alchemy, but I'll come to that in a minute, then you will open whole new possibilities, and you will allow more constructive patterns to emerge. It could also be an indication that you need to just let go of unhealthy patterns, because they have the Seven of Wands right there, but you also have it right here. So this could be an unhealthy situation, since you seem to be both challenging each other on an almost daily basis. The Death card could be inviting you to let go of those unhealthy patterns and take a break, do away with that bad habit or that behavior, and cutting out with these swords energy what is not really serving your purpose, and that as a result will most probably also be the purpose of the person you are dealing with. Like I said, you are also coming in with the Seven of Wands energy, so it looks like this competition and defensive behavior is going both ways. So you're likely to just try to impress each other and aim to come out on top of, at all costs. Um, with the Death card right here, it could just invite you to choose your battles wisely, and just not just raise the stakes each time, and make it harder on yourselves and on the other one than it actually needs to be. It could be a romantic relationship with two highly ambitious people. It could be a professional setting where the stakes are high and reputations are everything. Um, just try not to let the situation get the better of you. Sure enough, you have the right to defend your status and stand your ground, but it might be a good idea to just take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Maybe if you shift your focus a little bit, you could come out on top in a completely different and unexpected way. And why I say that is because they have the Page of Swords with new ideas, but you also have this Page of Wands with your very own new idea. Um, the Page of Wands is similar to the Fool. Um, the Fool is a free spirit who represents change and new beginnings. He has a true passion for life, just like this page, who is a little bit, well, a lot more immature than, well, not really. The Fool is also immature. Um, the difference between the Fool and the Page of Wands might be that they realize that they are immature, and the Fool not necessarily will realize that, and just they take that leap of faith, dive deep into the water, and just hope to swim. Um, this page is not yet weighed down by the burdens of the material world, and he could be coming and going as he pleases, and encouraging change wherever he goes. So that could be you just looking to the world around you, your environment, and looking to see, because they have the Page of Swords, that could be communicating and networking. Could be you teaming up with them and see how, and stealing with your eyes and seeing, asking yourself how you can put that to your benefit. With the Page of Wands, you are inclined to give anything and everything a go. If you are enthusiastic or passionate enough, you will embrace the opportunity to start out on a new journey or project and see where it takes you. You don't necessarily need to have a solid plan in place, because this is just page energy. You don't even really need to know where you are headed. You just have to know that you are excited about the possibilities, and that again taps into this energy of these two cards, but we'll get to that later. Often the Page of Wands is a messenger. It brings you inspiring or unexpected news, new information, or a welcome surprise. But it's a good use to take the fuse out of a volatile situation with this partner, co-worker, friend, or even competitor. Just break that endless competitive stress and do things differently, and most probably with much less effort than what you have been putting in so far. The outcome, what you can expect, is these three cards from the Necronomicon Tarot. You have the World, the Two of Swords, and unfortunately also the Strength reversed. But don't panic, it's not as bad as you may think. The World signifies completion, so an ending to this period of tension, of conflict. The world is fulfillment. It's your efforts paying off, most probably because you will be doing things differently with this Page of Wands. It's you reaching an end of a journey. Um, Again, you have also this Fool energy, because the world is the last major arcana card, and then it just starts all over again with the very first card, which is the Fool card, card number 0, um, and then comes the Magician, um, that taps into Aries energy, and this Alchemy card, but again, that's for the end. The world comes with well-earned praise. It comes with celebration and success for achievements. Um, if there aren't, you better just organize something yourself, because you will have worked incredibly hard to get there. All of your hard work, devotion, and planning will finally pay off, and that is well worth celebrating. Before you get to that stage, however, you will have to follow the guidance of the previous cards, urging you to make a decision. Oh, actually, they follow in this spread, but you will actually get to that stage if you first go through this. The Two of Swords. Two of Swords is a card of choice and of making a difficult decision, or having difficulties just making a decision. The state of calm and relaxation in this card could be indicating that she's trying to avoid an important decision in order to bring about peace of mind, but in this particular card she is asking for help from a loved one. So if you are indecisive, if you don't know which way to go, maybe you could just open up and trust your partner, or steal from your competitor to find the right answers to make that decision. This card reflects for also the need for greater balance in your intellectual life. It can call you to take a break from your usual way of thinking, which is already the case in this Page of Wands, together with the Seven of Wands, to break that pattern with the Death card right here. It could mean that you need to be very diplomatic and weigh off the pros and cons of different options that are available to you, and consider that they may indeed be another way around the problem, just like this Page of Wands is inviting you to do. The Strength card right here is illustrating your indecisiveness, your lack of self-confidence and reluctance to make a courageous choice of doing things in a new way that you are not familiar with. You could be feeling inadequate and vulnerable as a result with the Strength card reversed, but you need to remember that your core strength will always be with you, and now is as good a time as any to reconnect with that core strength. In a similar way, the reversed Strength card suggests that you may be starting to doubt yourself and lose some self-esteem. Instead of taking a lead and manifesting your goals, you may be engaging in self-doubt and become dependent on others. That would be a little bit in this Death energy. But if you flip this card around, the manifestation power is all yours. Hold on. This is a beautiful card. I'd like you to see the artwork on it. There we go. So you could just as well flip this card around and find the strength to become this. And then we finally get to these two cards who seem to me incredibly important to get you through this month of obvious challenge, of obvious competition, of challenges that may be very enriching though. To help you with that, I pulled a card from the Zodiac Oracle by Barbieri, and what came up for you is Aries. Now Aries is tied to the Emperor card and also to the Magician card in the tarot, and it talks about sense of self, about being yourself, about um, about your first house in your astrology. I'm sorry, it's getting late. But let me just read to you what the card says. This is the booklet. This is the Barbieri Zodiac Oracle. It's a very nice deck. And let me read to you what Aries says. The key phrase for Aries is I am. The dynamic energy of fire blends with the cardinal can-do quality and advocates taking action, take charge, take risks, take control. The key phrase I am means that the motivation is centered on the self. In this situation, ask, how does this benefit or affect me? Whatever you do, do it with as much energy as you can muster. The energy of Aries can be really self-involved. While paying attention to your own best interest can be a good thing, it is easy to get caught up in that track and lose sight of the larger situation, so avoid selfishness. That's an important message to you, I think, because it seems like you are in this boat with another person. You are competing, and this death card right here, the Seven of Wands being on both sides, is actually tapping into that don't be selfish, be also mindful about other people's feelings, and be mindful that about the fact that even if you if they achieve their goal, rather, that doesn't necessarily mean that you cannot achieve yours. You could also work together. You could also find strategies to complement each other and to work together towards a mutual goal. Now, the last card is from also a brand new deck that arrived just yesterday, and this is from the Oracle of Shadows and Light. The card that came out for you is Dress of Alchemy. Release your power. I'm going to read the part where the dress speaks. She speaks. It is a time for you to celebrate who you truly are at this time. That celebration is with the world. To acknowledge you have some energetic debris that needs to be cleared, and when you do this, the gold of who you truly are will shine through, just as these alchemical symbols shine from my dress. It is no longer possible in this new energy to hide who you are. You must take the time to be truly yourself. There is no cloak to hide within. As you can see, this dress I wear reveals all my magics and all my secrets. Let me show it to you again. Okay. All right, there we go. Um, the secrets and the wisdoms of the ages are being revealed now more than ever before. When you have cleared your energy field of the guilt, the fear, the jealousy, and the envy, and also the competition, you will be able to shine brightly too. That's exactly what I was trying to tell you with that Aries energy. The message with this card is this: please take time to clear from your own sacred energy field jealousy, envy, fear, and guilt. Once you are clear, welcome in bright, strong, powerful, healthy energy. After this has taken place, that's where the devil comes in. After this has taken place, expect symbols and signs to pour in. Keep your energy strong and bright and follow the signs. When your energy is strong and bright, when you come from a place of love, courage, and wisdom, you will attract the right signs and you will not be misled. Do not expect to have no change after her arrival. Relationships and situations based on ego-centered concepts containing toxic energies will fall away naturally, and you will now ask for your own worth. This is not hubris, overweening pride. This is self-love in action. This is Aries. This is self-love, but just don't overdo it. Okay, with this I want to say goodbye. I think this was really quite a beautiful reading. I wish you lots of wisdom for the month of April. I hope that this Page of Wands will bring you what you expect it to bring. I hope this Page of Wands with your partner will team up with your Page of Swords, sorry, will also team up with your Page of Wands. If you liked the reading, if it resonated with you, please comment below. Like, subscribe, share if you want to. That will really make my day. There is also a Facebook page, and I will link that in the description box below. I will also reference the cards that I used for this reading. If you want some more information about the crystals that are on the table today, please feel free to ask. So for now, I'm saying goodbye. I will be back for your May readings in a few weeks' time. I hope you will still be there with me on this journey, because this is all quite new to me still. Well, the YouTube part, that is. So goodbye for now. Speak to you soon. Ciao.